Kodak Brownie is a camera with many faces. Since its inception in the year 1901, the Brownie has been a major force in photography by making it easy for the average consumer to take photos in their own home. At the Oshawa Community Museum, we have many of the different Brownie models on display as a part of our Goleski Camera Collection. There are a few different types of Brownie cameras, including the box camera, folding camera, and later on, 8mm motion picture cameras. The first Brownie camera introduced by Kodak was a lightweight box camera made of cardboard and imitation leather. It came preloaded with 100 roll film and could take up to 8 snapshots. The camera's ease of use and small size made it instantly popular. It was also relatively inexpensive to buy at a cost of $1. Within the first year of the Brownie being developed, Kodak sold over 250,000 cameras. The company quickly decided to keep releasing new and improved models over a number of years. The Kodak Brownie No. 2 was their second camera and the first camera ever to take 120 roll film. This camera was introduced in 1901 and had several different models over the next 50 years. The first Kodak Brownie 2 that the museum owns is a Model D from between 1901 and 1924. This camera is made of cardboard and leatherette, similar to the original Brownie camera. The camera has a very dependable shutter, which was activated by sliding a metal piece on the side. It also has 2 small reflecting viewfinders for vertical or horizontal shots. This camera was originally available for $2. Later models, such as our Model C from circa 1910, were soon being made out of aluminum instead of cardboard. With this change, the price was increased to $3, with colored models, such as this red Model C, available for $4. So how were the Brownie box cameras loaded? Kodak created a number of different types of film to be used with their different cameras, but each type of film would come on a spool, made out of wood or aluminum. The camera would be opened and the new spool would be placed in a roll holder at the top. Then the loader would pull the film out and around a set of rollers to be collected on another spool at the bottom. These photos from the Kodak Brownie Target 620 manual showcase a good example of camera loading. After a photo was taken, the photographer would rotate the winding knob to release more unexposed film. The vast majority of Brownie cameras that Kodak made were the low-cost box cameras. However, a limited number of folding Brownie cameras were made between 1904 and 1926. The folding cameras had a few more options than the box cameras, such as the ability to change shutter speed and aperture. Most of the folding cameras also have one reflective viewfinder that can rotate for horizontal or vertical photos. The cameras also came in larger sizes for bigger prints, such as this No. 3A folding Brownie box camera that creates postcard-sized prints. These cameras would be loaded relatively similar to the 35mm cameras of modern day. Concealed buttons on the sides open up the back of the camera. The film is placed on the left-hand side, pulled across the lens, and then fed onto a spool on the right side. As with the box cameras, after taking a photo, the photographer would have to turn the winding knob to release more unexposed film. Folding Brownie cameras were a bit more expensive than the box cameras. They typically cost around $10 to $15 per camera. Eastman Kodak stopped making folding Brownies in 1926. Advent of the motion picture, 8mm motion picture cameras were becoming very popular. Kodak released several different Brownie motion picture cameras in the late 1950s. Using Kodak motion picture film, families could now forever capture their family moments and, as their advertisement said, quote, make family members into movie stars. two of the Brownie 8mm cameras belong in our collection. They each have a single lens with changeable aperture. They each also have a winding mechanism on the side to wind the camera's motor. Later 8mm Brownie cameras came in a turret style, which meant that it had the option of three differing lenses: wide, regular, and telephoto.
So why not take your pictures the modern way? The Brownie Starmatic costs only $34.50 or as little as $3.50 down.
After the 8mm cameras, the Brownie name slowly died out. Kodak stopped making Brownie photo cameras in the late 1960s, and their last models often came with flash attachments or flash cubes. The Kodak Brownie changed the human experience by enabling people worldwide to capture, own, and share images of their own lives. Arguably, Kodak is the driving force towards snapshot photography today, and they paved the way for us to own and share images in digital formats.